Okay, so here are a few instructions on how to do the next problem. This is program 2-1, a simple program to read data and produce a report. So some of this I've got done already because I've been playing around with a new SAS program. This is called SAS University Edition, and I decided to download it tonight to see if I could get it working because there's some students having trouble with the VDI. This was a hassle to get up and running, so I do not recommend you do it. If you are not having trouble with VDI, just stick with that. But I think I can still walk you through the same exercise but using this. So one of the first things we needed to do was to create the data set. All I did was type these values into a notepad. I'm sure you have that. Open up a new one and you just type, put a couple spaces in there and a couple more spaces and so forth. Then you do a save as when you get all the data that you want in there, and you put this file somewhere that you are going to access it. Now the instructions say C : books/learning and then the data set. For my purposes in working with the SAS University Edition, I have something a little bit different. My files had to go in SAS University Edition and so forth, but this is the file name right here, my data. Watch the file extensions. There are a lot of people that are having trouble. If you just see my data with no file extension, but it says a TXT document, text document, then it is .txt and you're fine. So that's how I created the, let's get rid of that. That's how I created my data. I did already type in the program. This is my file path. Yours would be different, especially if you are working in the VDI. It would be C. Right here you'd have C : and then the name of whatever path that you set up for that. So okay, so I'm going to hit run. And this environment works just a little bit differently. Let's see if I can move this over a little bit so we can get that whole thing in the screen. Oh, well, that's not really working. Okay, there, I guess we can see that a little bit better. So this particular tool goes ahead and runs the code and outputs what your data set looks like right there. So it read in that file. Again, there's the code. This is the log where it says the in file is file name and 5 records were read into the in file, and the dataset work.demographics has 5 observations and 4 variables. So that's how you create the text file and read it in. There's a couple other commands to do. They're listed right under 2-1, so I don't think I'm going to step through those here because I think you were having trouble with the creating the text file. So I think we're probably in pretty good shape there.